What's up, everybody? I'm B-True, and today we're going to be going over the skill breakthrough system for Sage Naruto. But first, if you're interested in all the future content coming to Naruto Online, I have a bunch of tips and tricks videos, as well as I'll be covering all the future content coming. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification button so you guys always know when I'm streaming and you don't miss any of my future videos. But anyway, back to the video. So, Sage Naruto's skill breakthrough system. So let's first, I don't actually have Sage Naruto, so let's look at, here we go, Sage Naruto. Alright, so Sage Naruto is a very strong character right now in the English version of Naruto Online, but with the skill breakthrough system, he gets even stronger. I know that's hard to believe, but he actually gets very, very strong. And Sage Naruto has two levels of the skill breakthrough system. So the first level kind of upgrades your skills, and then the second level of the skill breakthrough system will actually change some skills to completely different things, as well as sometimes upgrading them. There's a third level, but right now that's extremely new, and so not a lot of characters actually have that third level. Anyway, let's look at Sage Naruto's mystery. So, cause wind attribute damage and repulse and high combo to the opponent's entire team. Now, for those of you who have gone up against Sage Naruto, you know this does a lot of damage. And it also has a high combo, which is good, and it causes repulse to whichever ninja you select. So in the first level of the skill breakthrough system, the actual skill books, which are just the upgrades, there is no change to Sage Naruto's mystery. So let's go on to his standard attack. It summons a Sage Jutsu Shadow clone of lightning resistance at the beginning of a battle and each standard attack. So whenever there's not a Shadow clone on the field, Sage Naruto summons a Shadow clone. With the skill breakthrough system, there are two levels to hit the first level of the Sage breakthrough, or the skill breakthrough system. There are two levels to his standard attack. The first one is summons a Sage Jutsu Shadow clone and 60% of Sage Naruto's attributes at the beginning of battle and each standard attack, and the clone will also use Sage Art Rasengan Barrage. So, right off the bat, that's already insane. One, the Sage clone gets much tankier because now it's off of 60% of your Sage Naruto's attributes. So it doesn't tell you what the Shadow clone is right now. The Shadow clone is already pretty tanky, but now it's going to be even tankier because the attribute amount is going to be bumped up. Also, at the end of each round, if the Shadow clone survives, you know it does like that basic kind of taijutsu attack. Now, with this new upgrade, it's going to be also using Sage Naruto's attack, which is the Sage Art Rasengan Barrage. So, let's say you're able to kill the the Shadow clone before Sage Naruto attacks, and then instead of doing his attack, he ends up summoning the Sage, I keep calling it Sage, he summons the Shadow clone. Well, normally that means that you avoided a decent amount of damage because, you know, Sage Naruto didn't get to attack. Well, now, if you don't then kill the Shadow clone by the end of the turn, when it's time for the Shadow clone to attack, he'll use the Rasengan Barrage. So, you're actually not... It's much more consistent damage, and actually is going to give you increased damage if they don't destroy or don't kill the Shadow clone right off the bat. So, that's a huge change right there that really makes Sage Naruto a lot stronger. And then the second level of a standard attack, it summons a Sage Jutsu Shadow clone at the beginning of the battle with 60% of Sage Naruto's attributes, and then the clone will use Sage Art Rasengan Barrage +1, and that's referring to Rasengan Barrage's skill book system. So basically, when you get to the second level of the skill breakthrough system for the standard attack, it's going to do, again, the increased tankiness, but then also it's going to use the skill book version of the Rasengan Barrage. So, let's get down to that so that makes a little bit more sense to you. So his first is Chase, Sage Naruto's passive is replaces the standard attack when equipped with a Shadow clone, so whenever there's a Shadow clone on the field. It can launch an attack with the Shadow clone to cause ninjutsu and taijutsu. This is the one where you see where they dash and then they like Rasengan into each other and then it causes low float. So that has a very high chance of causing low float. It's a great way of initiating, and it does a very good amount of damage. So, with the skill book system, Sage Art Rasengan Barrage has one upgrade to it, and that is it replaces the standard attack. Same thing with the Shadow clone. It causes ninjutsu and taijutsu damage with a certain low float, and then it deals 20% more damage. So the already high damage of Rasengan Barrage gets increased by an additional 20%. And then on top of that, if you upgrade your standard to the second level of the skill book system, then your clone is also going to be using this additional 20% Rasengan Barrage attack. So you can, theoretically increase the Sage Mode Naruto's damage output just through his basic attacks by 40%, which is nuts. Absolutely nuts. That's a lot of damage, plus a tankier Shadow Clone. So Sage Naruto becomes extremely, extremely overpowered when the skill book system comes. But wait, there's more. So his chase is Rasengan Shoot Down. It chases and attacks a repulsed unit and causes knockdown. So with the skill book system, this chase actually has 2 upgrades. Are you ready for this shit? First upgrade. Chases and attacks a repulsed unit and causes knockdown. Same thing. Can be triggered twice per round and deals 30% more damage. So not only does his chase now do 30% more damage, but it can be triggered twice per round. Again, increasing his damage output by a lot of damage. But like I said, there's a second level. So the second level, chases and attacks repulsed unit, causes knockdown. Same thing again. This chase can be triggered 3 times per round and deals 40% more damage. Let me repeat that. 3 times he can chase repulsed and cause knockdown, and each one deals 40% more damage than his normal. That is fucking nuts. Absolutely batshit crazy right there. If you didn't think Sage Naruto was overpowered and broken in his normal state, wait till you face somebody who's got a fully skill broken Naruto and you want to just put your fist through your monitor. Okay, on to the last passive. Here we go. Increases 20 chakra points for the first move each round. Okay, no big deal there. This has 2 upgrades. First off, increases the 20 points for each Sage Mode ally up to 40. So now if you have another Sage Mode ally, so if you have Jiraiya Sage Mode in your team, you're going to get 40 chakra with each move just from Naruto, and then you'll get 20 from Jiraiya as well. So there's a first turn Tendo right there, just from having... So Sage Mode Naruto, Sage Mode Jiraiya, and Tendo, you can use Tendo's Mystery in the first round. And then upgrade number 2 increases 20 points of chakra for each Sage Mode ally up to 40, same thing, before the first move, and removes all debuffs off of 2 Sage Mode allies. So now, not only are you increasing your chakra by 40 if you have Sage Jiraiya, but then you're also removing all the debuffs from Sage Naruto and Sage Mode Jiraiya. Removing all debuffs. That's like a better Gakido. It is a better Gakido for Sage Mode. So you get a first round Tendo, and you have Sage Naruto removing all of the debuffs. So you could have Sage Naruto go last in your lineup as like your support damage dealer because he's removing debuffs. That's fucking insane. So, I mean, this is nuts. Skill breakthrough system, huge amounts of damage, tons of chases, lots of chakra. I mean, that is... Oh, and super, super tankiness. Like, that's nuts. So, if you didn't think that was bad enough, like I said at the beginning, he actually has the second level of the skill breakthrough system. So the first level is kind of like the skill book system. The second level is the skill breakthrough system, where things actually change. So you can even further upgrade him. So of these changes, his mystery for the skill breakthrough system has 1 upgrade, and that is, it stays the same, it's still Rasen Shuriken. However, it does an increased 30% damage, which, if anybody, I mean, you already know how much Rasen Shuriken, how bad that hurts, and how heavy that hits. So that's an extra 1/3 damage. However, the cooldown gets increased to 3 rounds instead of 2. But with the Wind Main, that doesn't matter because she just uses her Dance of Impetus, and you've got Rasen Shuriken two turns back to back. So that's a lot. That hurts a lot. The standard, the passive, the first passive, and the chase, there are no differences. But the final passive, the skill breakthrough system, has 2 upgrades. So first off, the new skill. So instead of the chakra and the removing debuff, so if you don't like that, if you don't want to go with like a Sage lineup, you use a skill breakthrough and it changes the passive into this. Every time this ninja causes damage to an enemy unit, it increases Sage Naruto's attack and ninjutsu by 3%. So, and that applies to the clone as well. So every time you're attacking and you're causing damage, you're increasing your own attack and ninjutsu by 3%. This has 2 additional levels to it. The second level turns it into 4%, and the last level turns it into 6%. So, fully skill broken, every time Sage Mode Naruto does damage to the enemy, he increases his attack and ninjutsu by 6%, which he can trigger up to 3 times per round if you include his mystery, his attack, and his Shadow Clone's attack. So you get up to 18% attack and ninjutsu per round. So Sage Mode Naruto goes from being a tank to being one of the highest damage dealers in the game through this skill breakthrough system. If you don't have Sage Naruto, you better go get him. I need to get him for this. This is insane. But you do need to have Sage Naruto into 4-star, and in order to get the final the skill breakthrough system where you increase your attack and ninjutsu, he has to be 5-star. So it has a little bit of balance to it in that regard, but still, if you're able to get Sage Naruto into at least 4-star where you can get the skill book upgrades, he's going to be doing so much damage that the enemy just isn't going to be able to keep up with that. That's fucking nuts. Anyway, guys, I hope you see just how crazy this is, like I do. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, at least, if it doesn't give you nightmares of the future. Maybe you have Sage Naruto, so it gives you pleasant thoughts. But anyway, guys, like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. Please click the like button down below if you did. Next episode is going to be Sasuke Uchiha. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Thank you so much to everybody who watched to this point in the video. I really appreciate you guys watching the whole way through. Hope you guys all have a great day, and peace.